Hello my hair warriors, it's me, Aaron O'Brien, your friendly neighbourhood hairdresser. Today's video is sponsored by my friends at Lordhair.com. What's today's video about? Well, today's video is about the 6 questions you must ask when you're choosing the base of your hair system and what base might actually suit you. So let's get those questions answered. First question is, how often do you sweat? So that's a big deal when it comes to wearing a hair system and the base that you will choose. So if you are a heavy sweater, the sweat is dripping down your face, I would also say choose a lace system or a combination of lace with thin skin. The lace is perfect for ventilation and it's great for heavy sweaters to let those oils come out naturally. If you do not sweat at all, or very, very little, I think thin skin all the way. It's it lays down very easily, it stays on really well, and that would be the system base for you. Question number 2, how do you plan on attaching your hair system? That's an extremely important question because we want to know if you're going to use tape. If you decide you're going to use tape, you can use a lace-based system or you can use something that's a little bit stronger. If you decide you are going to use glue, like Ghost Bond, you would have to use maybe a thin skin system. So whatever glue you want is based on the system you're going to place on your head. Question number 3, how often do you intend on removing and reattaching your system? Again, really important because you want to make sure that we keep the structure of the system when you're removing and reattaching. So if you have a lace-based system, it's not going to be as durable and it cannot take the stress of removing, gluing and reattaching many times or a few times a week. Thin skin is a little bit more durable, so depending on how many millimeters of thin skin and how thick that is will dictate how much you can remove and reattach. If it is that bit thicker, it will be a lot stronger than a lace-based system. It can handle the stress of removing and reattaching. What I will say is thin skin tend to stretch a little bit more and loosen up over time, and that will kind of shed a little bit more hair, so be very aware of that and be gentle when you're removing your system. Question number 4, what type of environment do you work in? So the environment that you work in definitely dictates the type of system that you will wear. If you are in construction and you wear hard hats all the time, or you go to the gym, I feel a lace system works really well. It has all that extra breathability that you need, especially if you're wearing a hard hat or if you are out on the run or if you're extremely active. If you are not that active at work and when you work out, I think thin skin is always best because all those oils don't get trapped under there when you begin to sweat, and it will last you a little bit longer. Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was you there. Question number 5, do you plan on maintaining your system yourself? If you plan on maintaining your system yourself, you want to make sure that you have a more durable material, because if you're doing it yourself, you are less likely to be taking as good care of it if you go to a professional. If you are going to a professional, you can use something that is like a really thin skin or something that isn't as durable. If you don't have a professional helping you, you want to make sure that your system does last you a little bit longer. So having something more durable will actually last you longer, and then you don't change it in between as much. Question number 6, how oily is your hair? So if you have an oily scalp, or if you produce a lot of oils, that will definitely dictate the type of base that you use and the type of bond. If you have very oily skin, you want to use a strong liquid adhesive, and usually when you use something like this, you need a more durable base because the cleanup's a little bit harder and you will be rougher when you're trying to take that glue right off. Like they say, not every shoe fits every foot, just like it is with a hair system. Not every hair system suits one person. It all depends on your lifestyle, it depends on what's most important to you, and it's your priorities. So if your priority is that you want it to last longer, you will choose a more durable system. What's your main priority? And that will dictate the best system that will last the longest and make you feel the most fabulous. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you are all educated and your brain is full of all of that fabulous information. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any more questions or a video that you would like me to do next, don't forget to comment below, like, subscribe, and make sure you're following my fabulous friends at Lordhair.com. See you all very soon. Bye.